Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces 222. Clear. It is Saturday, February 1st, 2020. Tonight I was going to go live, do some live mini twin flame checks. If you're interested in that, please send me an email. Send me an email. Not money yet. Just send me an email. And I'm going to try to take at least 10 if I can. And once I go live, I'll open it up, clear, for payment. Okay? They're $22.22. And basically what I do is take a look at your connection and see what I can see, basically, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And apply any healing as necessary. I wouldn't be the full connection check that I offer, but it would be like a basically what comes in, basically a miniature reading, right? So go ahead and send me an email, divinepisces222@gmail.com if you're interested. I've already got a couple of people interested, so if I can get enough people interested, we will definitely do it. If not, no biggie. Just thought I'd try something different. It is a service that I offer on my website, the Twin Flame Connection Check, okay? It's normally $44.44. And it is a live service. So we do connect. If you do book an actual one, we actually would connect on Zoom, so you can record it, or I can record it and send it to you. So you can refer back to it later, okay? Alright, so energy check-in. So the first card out we've got here, imprisonment. So yeah, we're back in this feeling trapped energy, guys. Like both twins. It's not just divine masculine. Both twins are feeling kind of stuck in a situation here. And you know, a lot of this, of course, is self-imprisonment. It's a prison of your own making. It's, you know, mostly in your head, guys. But it's, I feel like there are a lot of towers definitely coming or hitting right now for most of the collective, you know, causing a recognition of the fact that whatever situation you're in right now really doesn't have any anchor. And I know I've spoken about this before, about the anchor. Some of these situations, you know, whether it's a family situation, a marriage, whatever, a job, there's no integrity here. There's no integrity. The anchor is left behind, okay? It's just kind of floating, unsupported, right? Because there's still some ego death coming in here. There's still some uncertainty coming into here as well. And also this to me is telling me that, and I've picked up on this before, there is some movement coming in here. There's either physical movement, somebody's moving, like literally moving, but it can also represent literally just movement away from this situation, or at least, you know, wanting to energetically disconnect from this situation. And so I do feel, you know, there's still a lot of codependency here. There's still a lot of coping mechanisms coming in here. I do feel both divine masculine and divine feminine. You know, some of you are engaging in, you know, self-medication and things like that. But I'm still getting this message. It's not a message of concern, but boom, another message card here. So some of you may receive a message, some of you have received a message, some of you received communication or will receive communication from your person or about your person. But I do feel that your person wants to come in and offer something to you, whether that's literally a gift, whether it's an apology, some sort of offer coming in here. But I'm also getting that some of you, again, we were talking about towers and bringing on the towers, some of you may actually get a gift from the universe by way of a tower, okay, which will help you to disconnect from this situation. Okay, so a lot of you have been praying for towers. A lot of you have been like, okay, you know, I can't do this on my own, so please, you know, help me, universe, help me. And so the universe is coming in and being like, all right, well, you may not like what I do, but I'm going to help you, right? I'm going to help you figure out this situation. You know, maybe that's money coming in so that you can leave, you know, a toxic job. Maybe it's some sort of unexpected, what's the word I'm looking for? Like unexpected situation that's going to show up to kind of help you leave whatever codependent situation you're in. Because these situations here, you know, a lot of you feel trapped, you know, by finances, by money. And it's preventing you or making you feel like you can't make movement, you know, you can't move on. Right? So I do feel definitely some information coming in, you know, definitely some towers coming in. You will get help, okay? Ask and you shall receive, right? Let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Divine Masculine, a lot of Divine Masculines are still trying to balance out the situation. And this depiction here, you know, it's temperance, but it's like the Two of Cups, okay, with the energy kind of going back and forth, right? And so I do feel a lot of Divine Masculines right now are really trying to balance out their energy. Now, they may be sending you energy, Divine Feminine, still. And some of them send this energy, they don't realize they're sending it. Some of them send it to you, and I know I've talked about this before about purging for your Divine Masculine. You know, that is something that you can do. But if it's something that drains you, if it's something that's getting too overwhelming, if it's distracting you from your healing, if it's literally taking over, if Divine Masculine's energy is taking over your energy and it's draining you, or it's making you feel confused, or you're not really quite sure if it's your energy, you know, you can put up a boundary there. You know, if it's getting to be a point where it's like constant, you know, it may be that Divine Masculine's literally got a codependency on you, sending you his energy so that you can purge it for him so he doesn't have to deal with it. You know, that's something that is up to your discretion. If it's healing for you to do that, if it's healing for the both of you to exchange the energy that way, then, you know, consult your inner guidance about that. But if it's draining you, you might want to put up some boundaries there, okay? So, Divine Masculine trying to balance out his situation. I do feel a lot of Divine Masculines are recognizing connections right now. Some of them are recognizing the connections that they're in, whether that's, again, a family, karmic situation, a job, whatever, as the toxic things that they are, right? And there's that trapped energy there, okay? Feeling like, you know, they're basically trapped in their own web, a web of their own making, you know, whether that be, you know, some sort of foundation that they've built here, which may have been built on lies or smoke and mirrors, you know, they basically feel caught in a web of their own making here. And it's like they're wanting to disconnect, they're really wanting to release, but, you know, there's all these swords down here. So again, Divine Masculine is trying to find a peaceful resolution, right? Trying to find a peaceful resolution through all of this conflict, through all of the triggers that are coming through. And a lot of them are getting clarity now. A lot of them are getting clarity, but it's like, it's finding that inner strength to actually push forward and accomplish what they want to accomplish. Whether that be, you know, maybe they have a project that they're working on, you know, whether maybe they're exploring options for their mission, their life's purpose, that sort of thing. You know, a lot of them are trying to find that balance there and to push forward, okay? So a lot of Divine Masculines right now, a little, I would say, inundated by triggers, which again, I do feel some towers coming for Divine Masculine if they haven't already hit. So tower. There's a tower in the background. Okay, so, but still, a lot of Divine Masculines at this point are trying to come to terms with how they feel, not just about the connection, but just how they feel in general. A lot of them are empaths. A lot of them have, you know, been drained pretty much their entire lives. Okay, so it's kind of like when you have a certain energy, you know, certain people are going to be drawn to you. They're going to be drawn to your energy, and they want to literally feed off of your energy, okay? So that's that's one of the things about empaths. You know, a lot of us that are natural empaths, we don't, when we're, it's like we have to learn how to protect our energy from that. Okay, so a lot of divine masculines are realizing that a lot of people around them have been draining them their entire lives, and that they're taking on not just expectations that aren't their own, but they're literally taking on other people's energies, and it's draining them. Okay, so a lot of them are coming to terms with how they feel about that and recognizing what has been happening to them most of their lives, right? And so it's like pushing them. It's pushing them, not just to make some decisions, but to literally recognize where things are not for their highest good, right? So that's where the towers are coming in. So some of them are recognizing again that these towers that they keep rebuilding over and over and over again with the same results, they're not working. There is no anchor, okay? Some of them, they feel the anchor is finances. Again, some of them are in these situations for finances, for money. And that's what they feel. It's like they feel that's the only thing they have in these connections, and that's the only thing they can hold on to. And a lot of them are blinding themselves to the fact that this is not everything, okay? Some of them really feel like, you know, the toxicity, the manipulation, the abuse, or, you know, whatever. Some of them are really coming to terms that it just does not, this is just not, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, right? And they feel trapped in this situation. They do, okay? So feeling trapped by codependency, some of them are trapped financially. Some of them, you know, some of them are trying to be self-sufficient. Some of them may have, again, some sort of project on the side or something like that so that they can get out of some of these situations, because honestly, they don't want to be here, guys. They don't. Okay? I'm also getting addiction coming in here again. Like some divine masculines are self-medicating. They're trying to numb the pain, right? So they don't feel anything because they don't want to feel anything, right? All of these emotions that are coming up, you know, they don't want to feel it. They don't want to feel it. But they also don't want to be in the situation that they're in either. And again, a lot of them are recognizing just how manipulated they've been for the majority of their lives and coming to terms with that. And some of them are absolutely devastated by this. Okay. I'm also picking up obsession here. And I'm still getting a lot of emotional and mental manipulation and abuse coming in with divine masculine. Now, it could be that they're being emotionally manipulated, but you know what? They could be trying to also manipulate the situation that they're in, by way of emotional mental manipulation, so they can keep the money. They can, stay in the good life, so to speak, and some of them are so rooted in the idea that money is everything, okay? So there's definitely an ego death happening here. And I'm telling you, the universe, if Divine Masculine doesn't release this stuff on his own, the universe is going to come in and take it away, okay? All right, and now some of them are wanting that. Some of them are literally praying for towers. They're praying for something to help them release this situation, because at this time it's like they feel like they can't. Okay, so the universe may come in and take some of this stuff away. These people may fall away. They may hit some hard times with money or something to that effect, okay? So Divine Feminine, I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines are, having to really, really evaluate some of their energies, because I feel like Divine Feminine has been feeling drained by others as well. Some of you have been feeling drained by your Divine Masculine, by some of the things in the 5D maybe that you're seeing or feeling. I'm definitely gonna do a live discussion tomorrow. I know we did a poll on that, and everybody seems to, well, not everybody, but the majority of people seem to want to talk about 5D communication. So we'll talk about that, and just 5D in general, and the 5D interactions and things like that. But I do feel like I said before, Divine Masculine still sending energy to Divine Feminine. Now, some of it is sexual energy, right? And, we had a discussion on that, how to use that to manifest, right? Focusing that energy into your intention, okay? But some of you are getting other things, like depression, anger, sadness, and things like that. And some of you are having issues distinguishing what is yours and what is not, okay? So if you're having trouble with that, really need to do some meditations. Try to ground yourself and see if you can recognize which energy it is, okay? It's very difficult when you're the same soul vibration, okay, because the energy feels the same or very similar, right? But if you really go within, you'll be able to tell what's actually happening, whether it's your energy or it's your Divine Masculines. Now, sometimes it's both. Sometimes, like, when you get that energy from your Divine Masculine, it'll actually trigger something into you to give you the same emotional response. So it could be some sort of insecurity coming up, some sort of past life thing, stuff like that. So just really need to balance that out and try to figure out which one is yours. And if it's draining you, you need to protect yourself, okay? So Divine Feminine, I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines, there's still some sort of third party happening with Divine Feminines, but also a lot of Divine Feminines are still dealing with third party on Divine Masculine side as well. So it's being mirrored here. And a lot of Divine Feminines are kind of over this, really. Whether it's in their life or in Divine Masculine's life, whatever, they're really kind of over this, right? So Divine Feminine still kind of in decision mode here. And it's like, I'm telling you, like a lot of Divine Feminines at this point, they just want to cut and run, right? As much as some of us would like to do that, it's not that easy. It's like every time you want to cut and run, every time you want to just say, screw this, I don't want to do this anymore, I hate this, this connection's overwhelming, there's too much going on, like I don't see movement, I feel like it's never going to end, it's just like I don't want to do this anymore. The universe pulls you back in, okay? It just does, And the more you try to disconnect from the connection itself, the more towers you get. And I know that from experience, okay? As much as you want to disconnect from this, as much as you want to deny this, as much as you want to just say, screw this, I've had enough, something is going to pull you back in, okay? Because especially those who are already in mission, especially those who have already stepped into their purpose, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason, So the universe is going to pull you back in, all right? So some Divine Feminines are, though, they're stepping away from the connections. They're wanting a new beginning with themselves, It's like they're seeing, and I've said this before, 3D is an illusion, so try not to take too much of that seriously, if that makes any sense, okay? But a lot of Divine Feminines are just wanting to kind of cut it off and, create a new beginning for themselves, because they just, some of them are tired of the drama, tired of feeling drained, tired of, whatever it is that's going on with the connections. Now, that's also, it seems to be kind of twofold as well, because a lot of Divine Feminines still, as I said earlier, are still stuck in some sort of karmic situation, or feeling stuck in some sort of karmic situation. And so it's like, a double whammy. So they're wanting a brand new beginning with them, with themselves to get away from karmic situation. And some of them are also wanting to break off, or, kind of step away from the connections, kind of let Divine Masculine do whatever it is he needs to do at this point. So it's like Divine Feminine's like, all right, I'm trying to follow your guidance source. I'm trying to trust you here. I'm trying to trust the path. I'm trying to trust where you're leading me, right? Trying to trust what you're showing me, trying to trust, the aha moments, and trying to trust my spirit team as they guide me forward, right? Knowing here that I am protected, knowing that I, am trusting you here. But some Divine Feminines are still in uncertainty. There's still, this anxiety coming in, right? which some of it is kind of, again, blocking off some of the intuition, blocking off, you know, the messages that you're receiving from your spirit team. Okay? And Divine Feminine is like, I don't want this anymore. Don't want it anymore, you know? And some of you, again, and I mentioned this before when we said with message, some of you may have received some communication. Some of you may have received some truths coming through that has really sparked your desire to just start over, right? To just move on and just to do your thing, right? And some of you, some of this communication or this information, whatever it is what is the main source of this anxiety, but you may also, again, be feeling this from your Divine Masculine because your Divine Masculine is going through it too. Okay, so, yay. Alright, let's see about connecting energies. Okay, so this is interesting how we, you know, I've always talked about the difference between waiting and patience. We've got wait and we've got patience. Okay, so the difference between waiting and patience. Waiting is a non-action. Patience is accepting the situation as it is, but still persevering. Okay, so it's like waiting is you're doing nothing. Patience is like a slower action. Does that make sense? So, but it's like it's also telling me here that, you know, there's just things are being worked out. Things are being balanced out. So, I mean, if you're stuck in indecision, if you're not sure what's happening, you know, waiting, I wouldn't recommend waiting, but it's like it's telling you right now that things are working out the way that they should, so trust the divine timing, right? And have patience that everything will work out the way that it should because everything is happening as it should. Divine timing, okay? So we've got timing and then divine timing. So this is kind of like a double message here. It's like, you know, wait, but you still want to, like, move. Does that make sense? So try not to get so focused on the fact that you're waiting and you shouldn't be waiting. You should be moving forward, okay? Does that make sense? And some of you, friendship card, some of you have been friend zoned, okay? Some of you may have friend zoned your person, all right? But also I feel like this is telling me, you know, to connect with friends as well. Some of you are feeling so alone in this journey that you don't really, you feel like you don't have anybody you can talk to, and that's not true. You know, we're a community, and more people are waking up to this. Like, I have met, since I went through awakening, I have met at least about four twin flames in my personal life that have been around me for a very long time. Most divine feminines, but actually one divine masculine as well, who is a female but is a divine masculine. So you'd be surprised, like, once you start opening up to this journey, just how many people are actually, we're all on the same journey. We're all on a soul journey, okay? Whether you're a twin flame or not, you know, and I always say we're all twin flames, yes, but not everybody has their twin flame incarnated at the same time. So there's different purposes for the different, sounds strange, right? Different subsets. So depending on, you know, where you kind of fall in that is gonna kind of determine your path. But we're all on a soul journey, so you do have support. You do have friends in the community, okay? So again, go slow. So some of you are just, you feel like it is going too slow. Remember, time does not exist. Time is a 3D construct. It doesn't exist, okay? So it's like, stop focusing on what's not happening. Stop focusing on what you're not seeing. Be grateful for the things that have happened. Be grateful for the movement you have seen and have experienced, and be grateful for the journey, okay? And a lot of you are getting some past life stuff coming up, you know, whether by dreams, meditation, visions, that sort of thing. And Divine Masculine, a lot of Divine Masculines are seeing these things. And I feel like some of them are recognizing it, and some of them are just like, what the heck is this? Some of them may actually be getting like memories from a past life. You know, they might see something in like, I don't know, maybe going to the grocery store and they see something that, you know, triggers some sort of nostalgic response or something like that they have no idea where it came from. It's past life, okay? So past life triggers coming in as well, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, they're talkative today. So messages from a counterpart. Oh my. Well, there you go. Still trying to figure it out. Yep, what did I say? 3D is an illusion. Yep, they feel stuck. Yep. A lot of them are really opening up to what this means, guys. Okay, and some of it is heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie. Okay, a lot of them are realizing they haven't been loved for who they are for a really long time. Family expectations. Still getting dark night of the soul energy coming from Divine Masculine especially, but some Divine Feminines as well. Okay, keep your vibration high, guys. They can feel that. Yeah. Towers. Some of them are still in denial. I wouldn't say they're in denial about the connections. Most of them are at least aware that there is a connection. You know, and this is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, whatever. Take it as it resonates. But so it's like some counterparts are just, it's not that they're in denial about the connection. They're in denial about whether they can get out of their situation. They're in denial about the self-love aspect. They're in denial about what the journey actually means, okay? And they'll figure it out eventually. All right. Let's get some messages and advice from Source. Did I just see? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So again, where there's a will, there's a way, right? So again, trust your intuition, guys. Trust your trajectory. Trust your path, all right? Because where there's a will, there's a way, all right? A lot of you have been, you know, not able to really discern whether you're working in ego, you're working in your intuition. So if you're having issues with that, make sure that you're, you know, really focusing on that. Do some clearings if you feel like you need to, okay? Some third eye clearings, especially if you're going through ascension, right? Also, I feel like some of you still haven't quite taken off that mask yet, all right? Like it's like you understand the truth, but you haven't fully integrated it. Does that make sense? Yeah, there's still some sexual energy going back and forth big time, especially right now. Like I said, Divine Masculine, when they go through Dark Night of the Soul, a lot of times it translates as sexual energy because it's literally a release. It's like an escape. They don't want to feel these negative energies, so they go sexual. Let's be honest. But like I said, use it to manifest, okay? And Divine Feminine can send it too, okay? It's not just Divine Masculine, all right? But I'm also getting just in general extremes, like extreme up and down, hot and cold. You know, one minute you're feeling great, the next minute you're feeling like, oh my God, the world's gonna end, you know, that sort of thing. But it's really important to remember that you are protected, guys. This journey is protected. You are protected. The connection is protected, right? And some of you are just trying to clear out some karma right now, and that's perfectly fine. So focus on that, you know. If you feel like your connection's not moving, you feel like nothing's happening, stop focusing on the connection, focus on you. There's something that you need to pay attention to, okay? So clear out that karma. Try not to create any more karma along the way, you know, because then you just kind of get stuck in a karmic loop, right? And just trust your path. Again, trust that you're being protected. Trust that you're being guided, okay? Everything's going to be fine. Trust your intuition, all right? And trust, believe it or not, trust Divine Masculine, okay? Divine Masculine he's figuring it out, all right? A lot of them, again, are dealing with some inner child stuff, but a lot of them are still, they're recognizing the connection, okay? And they're waking up to this. Still some massive awakenings going on with Divine Masculines right now, you know, collectively. And so that right there is kind of bringing in some uncertainty. It's being mirrored to the Divine Feminine. So just be very, very careful with those energies, guys, and try to keep yourself grounded, okay? All right, I hope this helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. And again, if you're interested in doing the Twin Flame connection checks, the minis, just send me an email, divinepisces222@gmail.com, and I'll let you guys know what we're going to do. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.